Set to tip it up. Duren wins the tip to his freshman teammate, Emoni Bates, #1 in white.
Remember, this has been a high turnover team early in the year for Penny Hardaway.
First shot of the game is good from Lester Quinones. That's exactly how he started their game Wednesday night.
And exactly like Wednesday night, they're going to put major heat on the opponent's point guard. In this case, it's going to be Tyrese Hunter.
Here's Gabe Kalsher. He had a dozen in their win over Xavier.
This is an outstanding defensive team, and there you go, Rich. This, to me, they were last year. This is as good a defensive team as anybody in college basketball. Currently, they're #1 in defensive efficiency, but more to the point, they play hard, their system is good, and they have great depth in lane.
Jalen Duren, less than a minute into the game, has his first block, averages 4 blocks a game. Here's Brockington, 5 on the shot clock.
Gotta go. Freshman's gotta see it.
Deep 3. Off the window, no, and Williams has his first rebound. Williams, and that one's blocked by Anaruna. A late whistle, and with 19:02, they call a jump ball. It'll be Iowa State basketball. Oh, you talk about turnovers. That could tell the tale in this game.
Well, it certainly can, because we know that when Memphis doesn't turn the ball over and they get shots up, A, they're going to crash the glass, and B, they've got guys that can put the ball in the basket from the outside.
Memphis is 348th in the nation in most turnovers per game.
They don't have a pure point guard. That's just the way it looks now. I mean, Alex Lomax is probably the closest thing to that. Tough, good defense.
Tipped out of bounds. It's going to stay Iowa State ball. 6 seconds left. We talked to the Iowa State coaching staff. They said they want shots early or late in the shot clock. Why is that?
Well, Mike Tyson once said about plans, everybody's got a plan till they get punched in the mouth. We'll have to see whether that can happen.
And we're going to have a shot clock violation. So 2 excellent defensive possessions to start by Memphis.
Right. TJ Otzelberger has done a remarkable job to start his career. He knows the culture in Ames as well as anybody. Tonight is a tall order. We'll see, because these kids really fight and play together.
They wall up Duren. His first shot, air ball. Here comes Kalsher, the transfer from Minnesota.
Brockington's got to stay aggressive. I think early on he's got to kind of force the action a little bit. He can get by these guys and make some plays. But right now they're just moving the ball side to side.
Now Kalsher guarded by Bates.
They're going to take a tough shot here.
Spin move, pretty by Gabe Kalsher. He gets fouled and will go to the line.
Transfer from Minnesota. Made a couple threes the other night. Now that's a good sign. Started the season 3 for 20. Take a look. Good spin move right here. And then Duren reaches in, commits the foul. And one thing Penny Hardaway doesn't want to see early is foul trouble on behalf of Duren and Bates, which happened the other night.
Kalsher good on the free throw. First point of the night for Iowa State. There's Jalen Duren. The freshman just turned 18 years old on November 18th. A 6'11 freshman from Sharon Hill, Pennsylvania.
And Emoni Bates is how old?
18.
I think he's 17.
Yes. Right, 17.
Yep. 18 months ago, these two guys were high school sophomores.
Nothing but upside. Bates double teamed.
Yeah.
And we talk a lot about Memphis's defense. Iowa State's defense has shown up as well.
Absolutely. Now they're building this program from the defensive end first. Remember the guys that TJ Otzelberger worked for, Greg McDermott and Fred Hoiberg, offensive-minded guys.
There's Landers Nolley. No, and the rebound to Anaruna.
Kind of what we expected, Rich. 2 really good defensive teams. Got him inside.
Anaruna couldn't get it to go.
Anaruna needed to pump fake once right there, and he would have got the defender in the air early. Instead, he went straight up Comes up empty.
Memphis 1 for 4 from the field. Now 1 for 5. Here comes Brockington. Gives it up to Hunter, who goes right at Jalen Duren and gets his first bucket.
And that is exactly how you handle a shot blocker. He can block it out of bounds 10 times, but take it up through his chin, especially because he's already got 1 foul. That is a great play by the freshman.
Bates spins and throws it out of bounds. There's one of those turnovers we alerted to.
Yeah, right now the Memphis offense is a disaster. Bates is not a point guard. But a great cut. Look at that body-to-body right there. And a nice job by Jalen Duren of not reaching in and fouling right there.
Well, Penny Hardaway, as you said, Fran, has built this program on defense, despite what you might think as him being an offensive star in his days at Memphis and his days in the NBA. Penny Hardaway, in his 4th season at his alma mater, has really established a culture of defense. He's also put together a dynamite assistant coaching staff. Here's Hunter.
Dandridge got a piece of that. There you see the coaching staff. Rasheed Wallace, Larry Brown, Hall of Famer, Cody Toppert, former NBA assistant. And pretty good coaching staff right here. Penny Hardaway not afraid to get some guys with a lot of experience. Rasheed is a great player. Larry Brown certainly one of the great coaches of all time.
Here's Aliaj Kuntz off the mark.
Lomax in. He is a point guard, but early in the season he's been 1-to-1 assist turnover. That's got to get better. Dandridge excellent the other night, Rich, off the bench.
Here's Josh Minott, another super freshman, and he comes up empty.
Great block out by Kalsher right there. That will go unnoticed except when they watch the tape.
Penny Hardaway testing his depth early in this championship
He'll
game.
play everybody, and he's got the depth to do it. Keeps them fresh.
Only 2 made field goals between these two teams. Defense ruling the night here at Barclays Center. Isaiah Brockington gets it to go with the shooter's touch.
Good touch, pretty good defense by Nolley. He cut Brockington off, but Isaiah is on fire coming off that incredible performance on Wednesday. But that's the aggressiveness I'd like to see. Here's Kalsher.
And an easy 2 from Gabe Kalsher.
Trying to go to the penthouse, but he only got to the 3rd floor. But that's where the fitness center is.
A 6-0 Cyclones run, and they're up 8-2. 5 minutes gone by in the first half of this championship game. And Lomax gets fouled, will step aside. Iowa State out early. That's going to be a great one, starting in about an hour. There's Rasheed Wallace, who knows what it's like to bang with the big boys in college and in the pros.
At practice on Tuesday, or Wednesday at the shoot-around, excellent teaching of all these young big guys. He was in Jalen Duren's ear throughout practice. What a great resource for Penny Hardaway.
I hope these young men in the white uniforms tonight realize how fortunate they are to have the wealth of knowledge that's on their bench. You mentioned Wednesday morning. Rasheed Wallace looks like he could still play with how energized he is even during shoot-arounds.
The interesting thing about this is Cody Toppert, one of the assistants, said to one of the players, who will remain nameless, do you know who Larry Brown is? When he joined the staff? No. Did he play anywhere? Yeah, he played on the Olympic team, played in the old ABA, and he's in the Hall of Fame. But, you know, that's how kids are. Oh, look at this. Nice block. And I don't mind that. I've been talking about this all weekend. Go to the rim. Josh Minott, a freshman, is an excellent athlete. But all you got to do is take it out of bounds now. Take it at these guys, man. They'll block them. That's a great athletic play by a young man from Florida who's going to be a really good player. Rich, these kids, there's 4 or 5 of them are going to be in the NBA. It's a matter of just running your own race.
Yeah, Minott on a lot of NBA draft boards.
Not everybody has to be one and done.
There's Caleb Grill, 2 in the Cardinal red. Hunter for 3. Off the back iron, chased down by Minott.
Another turnover.
And Grill comes away with it. That's turnover number 5 for Memphis.
It's just unnecessary.
Brockington gives it up. Robert Jones, the transfer from Denver, no.
Good pump fake. That's what you're doing there. If you don't go at their chest on the drives, when you get it on a 2-foot stop in the paint, just show the ball. We call it a 6-inch fake. Pump fake, that's it. Saw the end of it right there. Robert Jones, the youngster from Minneapolis, and then Kuntz would see. Look at that fake right there, perfect.
And Aliaj Kuntz steps to the line to shoot 2. They call him Jazz in Ames.
From one of the most beautiful cities in Europe, Ljubljana in Slovenia.
Same hometown as Luka Doncic.
That's right. Don't know each other, but Slovenia, a country of 3 million people, the size of maybe New Hampshire, but put out some great players. 4th place in the Olympics. Great basketball there.
Kuntz goes 2 for 2. It's a 10-4 Iowa State lead.
This is amazing what TJ Otzelberger has done in a month. Of course, he took the job over in April. It is absolutely amazing.
There's Dandridge.
That's a charge. Yep. This Memphis defense is smothering. This offense is a disaster. There's just no rhythm. There's no rhyme. There's nobody spacing the floor, setting the table. It's a work in progress.
A turnover a minute so far. 6 minutes gone by, 6 turnovers for the Memphis Tigers.
I love the effort. I love the intensity. Look at this swarming defense. Got to get it over.
Brockington does, the transfer from Penn State. And Iowa State, not the same Cyclones team that we're used to seeing the last 5-6 years. They are built on defense, forcing over 18 turnovers a game in the early going.
I don't know Memphis's personnel, but watching tape, to me, the best playmaker so far early in the year has been the youngster, the transfer, Timberlake from Miami.
Here he is with the ball.
Yep. I think he could. That's not a shot necessarily that you want him to take early. I think he can be both a facilitator and a scorer.
Memphis scoreless in the last 6 minutes.
Rich, somebody's got to just organize them and say, you go here, give me a ball screen, I'll find the open man. It's a steal almost.
There's Trey Jackson, number 3 in red. Kuntz, good shot fake and good bounce pass. Those are the bunnies you really know you need.
Well, he's spooked because of the shot blocking. And again, I'm pump faking in there.
Dandridge had it taken away. Another turnover.
That one could have been a foul. Numbers.
Brockington goes right at Timberlake, and an offensive foul called by Courtney Green. Well, it's wall-to-wall basketball on ESPN's Family of Networks tonight at 11:30 Eastern on ESPN2. Right after us, it's the finals of the Paycon Wooden Legacy from Anaheim, and the 24th-ranked USC Trojans will be taking on San Diego State.
All right, let's go, Alex Lomax. Get us into an offense. Get that ball moving.
And Lomax turns it over. Here's Tyrese Hunter.
Shoot it.
Kicks it out.
Shoot the ball against this defense.
Hunter open and short on the 3. Bates in transition, got it.
That's better than a turnover, seriously. Good quick shot off the break in rhythm, and if he misses it, there's a 40% chance that Memphis will get the offensive rebound.
You know, one of the tantalizing things about Emoni Bates from people who scouted him in high school was that he plays his best in chaos.
Yeah, he's not a point guard. If I were his, quote, people, I would tell Penny Hardaway, just put him at small forward, let him make shots. Don't think about running offense. Use your athleticism. This is New York City. You're crashing your car in city traffic, Memphis. Let's keep it on the 2 hands on the wheel.
Iowa State has scored 6 points off 7 Memphis turnovers. They lead it by 3, 10-7 over the 9th-ranked Tigers. And if Iowa State's going to make some noise this year in the Big 12, they're going to do it on the shoulders of a freshman, Tadarius Hunter.
Absolutely, young man from St. Catherine's in Racine. When you talk Wisconsin basketball, there's always a Dick Bennett connection. This young man played for Nick Bennett, Dick's nephew and Tony's cousin. Why does that fit in together? Well, we talked about the defensive intensity that we've seen from Iowa State this year. Not Freddie Hoiberg, not Greg McDermott. Those are great coaches. TJ Otzelberger told us, I get my philosophy from Dick Bennett. And Dick's had an influence on so many young coaches through the years, especially in the upper Midwest.
And high praise for Hunter. He said when he wants to show people how he needs this Cyclones team to play, he says, look at number 11, how he plays. Here's Bates. To his fellow freshman. Duren can't pay it off.
Honestly, I get excited for Memphis when they move the ball and get a shot up, and that time it was good basketball. Bates to Duren, just didn't knock it down. Look at the harassment here. Remember what we said, Hunter's going to see 5 bodies tonight.
Kelcher, jump stop, 2 feet in the paint. Condit, surrounded by white jerseys, and he traveled with it.
That's just a lot of length in that lane right there. You like the effort, you like the offensive rebounding, but watch the challenge. Tough shot. Again, look at the length inside. And a nice job by Timberlake to almost tie up Condit, who travels.
I mean, there can't be more than a few teams that have the length at all positions that Memphis does.
Rich, they were the best defensive team in America last year, and they could be this year.
Duren, offensive foul. There's another one.
And it's growing pains. You know, this kid should be a high school senior. Emoni Bates could be a high school junior. They chose to come to Memphis because they were able to graduate. It's a great spot. They love basketball there. It's like a pro franchise. And playing for Penny Hardaway is the right thing to do. It's just, they're just not quite ready yet to be impact players at the college level. Love their energy, love their potential.
Now Penny going small with Duren on the bench, and Tyler Harris, number 14 in white, checking in.
Iowa State's not scoring. The defense has been great.
Little hezzy by Tadarius Hunter, but the shot altered again.
Different than Xavier for Tadarius Hunter the other night. A lot of bodies in there when he drives in. Travel, got away with one. And in fairness, they're going to be a little more lenient this year. You still can't shuffle your feet, but the mandate is spin moves, Euro steps, step backs. Just make sure there's absolutely a travel. I thought Nolley traveled right there, no call.
Interesting story with Tyler Harris, who's inbounding the ball. He transferred away from Memphis to Iowa State and now back to Memphis.
So there's a handful of guys in college basketball this year that have done that. There you go. There you go.
DeAndre Williams will go to the line and shoot too.
He's their most important player. We saw it on Wednesday. Rich, we did the NIT last year up in Frisco, Texas, and he was absolutely outstanding. I mentioned it earlier. They are 21-5 since the Evansville transfer got eligible. He's an older senior because he didn't enroll in college for a couple years due to academic issues. But he is a terrific all-around player.
In stark contrast to the youth of this Memphis program, he's 25 years old, is DeAndre Williams. And after the game on Wednesday, in which he registered a double-double, 16 points, 10 boards, Penny said, we need that energy from him every game.
Well, they're going to get it. They're going to get it. He's a versatile guy, both ends of the floor.
Williams goes 1 for 2, and Caleb Grill comes away with it. He's another one, transferred away from Iowa State to UNLV, now back to Ames, Iowa.
Oh, got a layup.
Kelcher for 2.
Good job. Grill had his head up. Pressure in the backcourt. Memphis didn't get all the way back. And those baskets are not coming easy for TJ Otzelberger, but he'll take every one he can get.
I almost get the feeling now that it's going to be first to 50 wins this game. Here's Harris, air ball on the three. Just 2 field goals in the first 10-plus minutes for the Memphis Tigers.
It's an adventure, isn't it? Getting the ball over half court.
Offensive foul called on Iowa State.
Rich, let's go back and watch Caleb Grill under pressure. He was a 4-star athlete. Now watch. He's looking both ways. He's looking for pressure. Heads up. Here comes the pressure. Steps through. Head still up. Perfect chest pass. I mean, that's junior high basketball right there. That's how we teach the chest pass in junior high school.
Technically sound.
Excellent.
From Caleb Grill.
Yep. From Mays, Kansas. I got a ticket there once on my way to Hutch outside of Wichita. Know exactly where it is.
Super athlete in Mays, Kansas.
Yes, he was. 6'8" high jumper.
Here's Bates. High arcing shot, and Emoni Bates.
That's the offensive talent I love about him. I know he can handle the ball, but right now, to me, he's a scoring wing. Look at Tyler Harris.
Harris picks it off from behind on Tyrese Hunter. Nolley, no. And Jackson wants to run. Again, best case scenario for TJ Otzelberger and company is score early or score late. There they were trying to score early.
I think it's easier to score early because they haven't scored in the middle and they really haven't scored late because of that shot clock. But I think to your point, if you can get it up the floor quickly versus that pressure, you always want to attack pressure because it really is the easiest chance to get to the rim, and we've seen that already.
Iowa State 1 for their last 11 from the field. Memphis just 3 for 13 on the game.
Tyrese Hunter is going to need a whirlpool after this game like Storm Murphy did. In fact, he may need a restraining order. Excellent defense.
Kalsher spins and just gets swallowed up.
And that's okay. Pump fake, shots blocked, no turnover. Eventually, they're going to call some fouls on that play, but you have to attack shot blockers.
10 to shoot for the Clones.
Hunter's got to go.
Now 5. Hunter avoided taking the charge, and Tyrese Hunter's in the score column again.
And he's going to continue to learn to have that shot clock in his head. Excellent job right now with the clock running down. Really well done by the freshman.
Great body control, too. Bates, straight line drive, and he gave it up.
This is where this is where I push it. That's a foul.
And a foul's going to go on DeAndre Williams. Iowa State up 4 as we go to break.
Watch the shot clock running down. The freshman, he knows it. He's going to the rim. Watch him avoid the charge. Off to the side. Soft touch. Take the bounce. And the maturity of Tyrese Hunter continues.
Fantastic slate of games continues on ESPN. Where are you going to be for that ACC?
Tuesday night, Florida State at Purdue. We've already seen Purdue at Mohegan Sun. I've seen Gonzaga. I haven't seen Duke in person yet. But Purdue Boilermakers can really lay claim to being as good as anybody in the country. I think even Mark Few is surprised by his team based on my conversation with him a couple weeks ago in Spokane. And we'll find out if that Duke defense is for real tonight at 10:30. But don't go away from this one because this is going to be fun. I will run back to my hotel right after this game, Rich.
Purdue, Gonzaga, Duke, and Baylor, the only teams at 6-0 or better from the major power conferences so far this season. These two teams, one of them will be 6-0.
Great play by Alex Lomax.
Lomax,
nice.
Gets it to go. Yeah. Defense leads to offense.
That's so important because they've struggled to score in the half court. That time Lomax uses that suffocating defense to create offense.
And Bruno almost lost it.
Well, they're switching, and Iowa State's got to recognize that the white jerseys are jumping into passing lanes on the switches.
And Aruna, left hand, got it to go.
Heck of a move. Might have Kansas transfer. You don't see that very often, but the young man from the Netherlands steps right into this starting lineup for TJ Otzelberger. It's like he signed as a free agent. Wanted to stay in the Big 12, but did the free agent deal.
Man, are buckets hard to come by on both ends tonight.
It's great.
Williams picked off. Another turnover. That's the 9th for Memphis in the half. And it's points on the other end from Gabe Kalsher.
You don't know how big that shot is. Started out the season 3 for 20, made a couple the other night. This is a kid at Minnesota as a freshman that shot nearly 40%. And he's doing so many other things for this Cyclone team, including the defense.
He's now 19 points shy of 1,000 for his career, Gabe Kalsher.
This is a stunner. I didn't think Iowa State could compete this well this early in the season, Rich. I'm not going to lie.
4 on the shot clock. Another turnover. And Hunter stepped on the sideline.
It's unbelievable. We had the turkey yesterday. We had the stuffing. Today we have the turnovers. I'm gaining 20 pounds here, but look at that defense.
10 turnovers forced already. They force 18 a game on average. That's top 30 in the nation, and they're doing it against a team that turns it over 20 times a game in their first 5. That's second most in all Division I basketball.
It's been a recipe, Rich, for this game so far. 12 points by Memphis. It's the 9th ranked team in the country.
Nolley, 3, air ball. Jayden Hardaway, the rebound, 7 on the shot clock. Here's Minott.
Gotta recognize the clock.
2 to shoot. Nolley gets it up, and it's good.
Hate that. If you're the defense, you hate it. If you're Penny, you love it. Good job by Landers Nolley to recognize that clock.
Nolley just 5 for his last 19, so he knocks that one down.
Very fortunate that he had that presence of mind. This kid's only averaging 6 shots a game this year. He was all conference last year. Not bad, good spin move.
Here's Memphis down 4. Coming up on 5 minutes to go. And another turnover, make it a dozen now for the Tigers. Kalsher finishes.
2-on-1 like it's old school. Great pass by Coons. Strong finish by Kalsher. Another turnover leading to open court opportunities. Watch this pass right back. Boom, just like junior high. And that's what we've seen tonight, some old school fundamental offensive defense.
And TJ Otzelberger told us when Iowa State arrived at Barclays Center on Wednesday to shoot around, he said, we need Gabe Kalsher to be the Gabe Kalsher we know he can be, and he's shown flashes of that.
He has, and he's playing really well here in New York.
Now, oh, that's a beautiful spin move by Earl Timberlake to get an and-one opportunity.
Strong move, I love it. It was basically the same move that he turned it over on the last time. This time the defense didn't watch. There's no defense to rotate over this time early enough. Jackson did not get there in time. Timberlake, good strong finish.
You know, if there is a silver lining for the turnover tale for Memphis, they committed 10 in the first half in their last game on Wednesday, but only 4 in the second half.
That's a bright spot. Can't put it any other way.
And still, 12 turnovers tonight, only down 3. Now some full court pressure dialed up by Penny Hardaway.
Watch the pressure now. They're going to come double now. They're going to switch back. They do a lot of switching and jumping into passing lanes. Look how quick those hands are.
Kalsher almost lost it. 10 on the shot clock for Iowa State. Here's Grill, catch and release. Got it!
Knew he had to get it up. A rhythm 3.
8th three-pointer on the season for Caleb Grill. And the lead is back up to 6.
Nice job of Hunter getting through that screen.
Bates looking to create for himself. Wild shot. It goes out of bounds, and it'll be Iowa State basketball. That's not going to go down as a turnover, but in essence, it was.
Tough shot.
We'll be back in Brooklyn with the close of the first half of the championship game. Thank you very much, gentlemen. We'll see you in 3 minutes and 55 seconds, Fran. On Wednesday, Memphis scored 33 points in the first half. That was their lowest scoring half of the season. They have 18 points right now with 3:55 to go.
Yeah, and part of it is they're seeing a relentless defensive team, one we've been impressed with so far. And obviously the passing, the acumen, the IQ, not quite where Penny Hardaway wants it to be. Full court pressure now. See how they come in double.
And Caleb Brill, the former high school quarterback, inbounding that. They might have been looking for the home run ball there on Iowa State side. So now with Iowa State in the bonus, they will be at the line shooting free throws.
This young man, a 3-year starter at Minnesota for Richard Pitino. He is from De La Salle High School, one of the great programs in Minnesota. Minnesota, by the way, loaded with great high school basketball in the last decade. It's unbelievable. Good help again. Look at this. This is unbelievable. If I was a point guard in college and I could go to Memphis and play with this athleticism, I would sign tomorrow. No knock on these kids. They play hard. Some of them have some offensive talent, but the clock management is not where Penny Hardaway wants it. Larry Brown must be out of his mind down there.
There's a turnover by Iowa State. Timberlake in transition. Drew the foul, and the clock stops at 3:24. Well, again, we were hoping to see Emoni Bates and Jalen Duren on Wednesday's game, and they barely played in the first half because of foul trouble, and Duren's back out there on the bench as well.
Yeah, it's, listen, they're both going to be good players someday, Rich. When they're 25 or 26 or 27, they could be monsters. Jalen Duren is like Bam Adebayo. Emoni Bates is, to me, a wing scorer. He's not, and I don't understand this point guard stuff. He's a wing scorer. And just because you dribble the ball well at 6'8" doesn't mean you're Penny Hardaway. Maybe when he's 22 he will be, but not now. Not enough to run a team and take them far. And I could be wrong in February, and I'll admit it, but right now this team's offensive decision-making is a work in progress.
Oh, they're learning and they're growing up right in front of our eyes.
The defense is, you can't say enough about the defense.
That's the fourth steal from the Memphis Tigers. Arguably the best defense in all of college basketball. Quinones, his second bucket of the night.
One-on-one, good shot. He can get shots up, and he didn't turn it over. I'd rather him do that.
And Aruna takes it himself, and one opportunity for Tristan and Aruna.
Good finish because the defender was backing up and he knew he couldn't be set. Timberlake tried to take the charge, but he was too late. And Aruna did a good job of recognizing. Watch Timberlake. He's backing up and he's outside got his foot on that line. And a good attack. It's a good call. Airborne player. You either got to be outside the restricted arc, 2 feet on the ground before he leaves his feet, or let him go.
Iowa State 4 for 6 from the free throw line this first half, and Aruna attempting now his 5th free throw attempt of the season. And he misses the three-point opportunity. 2:45 to go. It's a 25-21 Iowa State lead in the championship game of the UPSI NIT season tip-off from Brooklyn. trying for back-to-back top 25 wins.
They're running what we call a continuity pick and roll side to side, but it's really a shell drill for Iowa State. Because that ball moves side to side, it really is a great defensive drill for teams, and Iowa State is locked in on it.
5 to shoot for Memphis.
He'll get a shot.
2, yep. Timberlake. 3, no good. Offensive rebound, Quinones, and he gets fouled on the floor.
Good effort by Quinones. Again, get a shot up, don't turn it over, and we'll crash the glass.
Well, coming up Sunday afternoon from Orlando, it's the championship game of the ESPN Events International. Dayton will take on Belmont, and if that surprises you, you are not alone. Dayton pulled off an epic upset earlier this afternoon against number 4 Kansas.
Dayton lost 3 bye games at home, unheard of early in the year. And today, they've got some pieces, recognizable names. Tremendous performance today. Rich, I don't think Kansas, I saw them practice 3 or 4 different times early in the year. I don't think Kansas is the number 4 team in the country right now. They've got guys coming back. They've got guys transferred in. Other than maybe Ochai Agbaji, this year they have no pros on their team. Good collection of players, but I don't think they're the number 4 team. I think they're going to be a work in progress, and I think by January 1st, Bill Self will have this team humming. But I wasn't shocked today.
Scramble for the loose ball, and we're going the other way. Tyrese Hunter frustrated.
Yep, and right now the best offense for Memphis has been this relentless defense. They're going to get a chance to shoot some free throws, and I know this. I doubt there's going to be a 10-second violation on the free throw, so we're not going to have a turnover here. And I'm not making light of these guys. I love their effort. I love their intensity. But I would rather a shot on the glass and go crash than the mindless turnovers we've seen here in Brooklyn.
We're both Big Ten guys. We've called a lot of West Virginia games. It's reminiscent of Bob Huggins' West Virginia teams from years past, where their best offense was miss it and go get an offensive rebound.
Right, but not the turnovers. Right, you know, not quite the turnovers. This guy gets these kids to play as hard as anybody. We've had some amazing games with Memphis. The Houston game 2 years ago at the FedEx Forum on a Saturday afternoon. Here they come.
Quinones has 8. We're tied at 25.
That's unfortunate.
They're going to call the foul on Tyler Harris.
Yeah, Tyler's got to know better. I'm not sure there was a lot there. Tyrese Hunter actually took the ball and tried to push through the trap. But you got to know. Let's see. Watch Hunter try to push through right here. And I think right there he got his arm. But little Tyler Harris, man, don't do that. You had him perfectly positioned with your legs. Former Steph Curry elite camp player.
So here's Hunter. After an electric game in the semifinals, 19 points, 5 steals. That's just his 5th point tonight against this vaunted Memphis defense.
I'm going to say this, and you're not going to believe me. He's going to play 4 years at Iowa State. This might be the most pressure he sees in 4 years. There's nobody in the Big 12 that plays this kind of defense. We talked about Huggins and West Virginia, but this kid's going to grow up tonight, make a lot of mistakes, and make some big plays. But this is relentless defense on him tonight.
Under 2 minutes to go. We have a 2-point ball game for the championship. 10 on the shot clock for the Tigers.
Nice.
Good basketball. Kalsher clears.
Yeah, good execution, Rich. Little dribble handoff, catch and shoot.
Tyler Harris again gets his hand on the ball.
You know, it's ironic. It's the same offense we talked about the other end, the side-to-side pick and roll. And for Memphis, it's the same deal. It's like, it's what they do in practice every day. They switch when they can. No airspace for this offense.
Both of these defenses are so locked in.
They are. Oh, they're not going to get this in.
And Kalsher recognizes that and calls a timeout. We'll step aside for 30 seconds. Stick around. A dramatic final minute 25 in this first half still to come. Do not adjust your television sets, basketball fans. With 1:25 to go in the first half, Iowa State leads the number 9 Memphis Tigers, and the score is 27-25. And all kidding aside, Fran Fraschilla, we are looking at two of the staunchest defenses in all of college basketball.
Well, certainly we knew that would be the case with Memphis. I think early in the year, given the level of competition, we didn't expect that from Iowa State, but a win at home over Oregon State, Elite Eight last year, the convincing win against Xavier, and now tonight, this defense is for real.
Here's Kuntz. 7 on the shot clock for the Cyclones.
He can go, gotta go.
Kuntz with 2. Kalsher squeezes it off and got it at the buzzer.
Confidence is coming back, and that is going to be a great sign for the Cyclones.
A baker's dozen for Gabe Kalsher gives the Cyclones a 5-point lead. Now 1 minute to go in the half.
There's that switching, see that side-to-side offense? It's just a defensive drill. Look how locked in the jerseys are, the dark jerseys. Spin.
Williams. That's not the shot that Penny Hardaway wanted, and Gabe Kalsher took one in the chops.
And not the foul that you want to commit there, because they're not scoring efficiently in the offense in the half court. So Tyler Harris, second one in the full court. No need for that. He's not a freshman, he's a 4th-year guy.
DeAndre Williams 1 for 8 from 3 before that shot.
That was the only thing available on that possession.
Yeah.
It's almost like they dared him to shoot it.
Larry Brown on the sideline, sitting next to Rasheed Wallace. He looks like he would rather be anywhere else than right here.
He'd rather be at Junior's right now with a cup of coffee and a piece of cheesecake, strawberry cheesecake. The great Junior's restaurant right down Atlantic Avenue, just a short walk from here. You know they were going to build a new Ebbets Field here at the Atlantic Terminal?
Is that right?
Yep, right here where we are. Grant Trickey wanted to build a baseball stadium here because of all the subways and Long Island Railroad stuff going on underneath. And we might not have a LA Dodgers.
Well, the other day when Memphis came into practice on the eve of the semifinal games, it was a Brooklyn boys reunion of sorts.
A little bit. And of course, I've got to know Coach Brown through the years. He's a coach's coach. He's helped so many coaches. He's mentored John Calipari and Greg Popovich, Bill Self. The list is endless. Alvin Gentry now taking over. I mean, he's just a coach's coach. And he's always learning, Rich. Some coaches have what I call a static, what is Carol Dweck? The growth mindset is when you never feel like you know it all. That's Larry Brown. He'll steal an inbounds play from a junior high and put it into his offense and then give credit to the junior high coach.
And his basketball roots, you know this better than anyone, Fran, go all the way back to the legends, the forefathers of college basketball.
No question. Frank McGuire, of course, Dean Smith was an assistant coach. Larry was a great player at North Carolina. Played in the Olympics in '64.
11-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. They go inside out. Quinones and Grill grabs it. Shot clock is off, and Iowa State's going to hold for the final shot of the first half. So they'll take a lead into the locker room. They're up 32-25 now. 10 seconds left. Back door, Hunter. Almost had it taken away, had it blocked by Williams. It goes out of bounds, and it's Memphis basketball with 4.9 to go in the half. And now Lomax out, Landers Nolley in for Penny Hardaway. Iowa State looking for back-to-back wins over top 25 teams. Here's Harris, and he beats the buzzer. Tyler Harris against his former team gets the last 2 of the first half to bring the Memphis Tigers to within 5, but it's Iowa State with an upset on their minds as they go to the locker room up 32-27. Before we take a timeout and go to the E-Trade halftime report, let's send things over to Fran Fraschilla with TJ Otzelberger. Fran?
Coach Otzelberger, you've held them to 27 points. How have you done it?
Our guys' defensive intensity, we're sprinting back, we're getting back on transition. We have multiple defenders coming over to rotate to take charges, and then we got to limit them to one shot and block out. I thought we did a good job at those things.
What can you do better offensively in the second half?
Yeah, we got to get more of a pace. They're speeding us up a little bit. We've got to play with some physicality, get penetrating catches, be strong with the basketball, attack them in the paint, and then make the kicks.
Thanks so much.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, Coach Otzelberger. Thanks, Fran. The Iowa State Cyclones looking to go 6-0 for the first time since 2015. To the studio we go. Feast Week presented by Lowe's rolls on ESPN. We're at halftime getting ready for the second half of the UPSI NIT Season Tip-Off Championship, with Iowa State looking for their second consecutive top 25 upset. They lead number 9 Memphis 32-27. Back inside the Barclays Center alongside Fran Fraschilla. I'm Rich Hollenberg, and Fran, if you love defense, then man, oh man, did you love this first half, because both defenses really came to play. The only problem is there were 21 combined turnovers and only 19 combined made field goals.
Yeah, and sometimes, Rich, teams miss shots and you go, okay, they'll make them. Not the case with this game. Both of these teams are outstanding defensive teams. There's nothing easy to find either way. Obviously, Memphis has to take care of the ball better, but Iowa State's not going to have an easy time scoring in the second half. They have worked hard for every basket.
Gabe Kalsher has led the way for Iowa State. 15 points, 6 rebounds, and 3 steals. Here's Jalen Duren. Foul trouble again in this first half. So this is the first time we're seeing him in quite a while. Now let's take a look at our UPSI first half stats, and defense tells the story on both sides.
Well, it does. And again, yes, ball passing a problem at times, but it's not just the defense, it's the technique, it's the athleticism, it's the character. Both of these teams are high-level defensive teams.
Tyrese Hunter limited to 6 points. Isaiah Brockington, who had a career-high 30 in the semifinals, held to just 2 in the first half for Iowa State.
Tried to isolate Duren, but that's not George Condit's game usually.
3 on the shot clock. Kalsher's going to have to fire. He does, and hits. Second time tonight he's done that.
What a night for Gabe Kalsher. Got off to a slow start this year offensively for Iowa State, but his offense has really come alive in Brooklyn. And you have to make tough shots against this team.
That one almost stolen away. It'll stay Memphis basketball. Gabe Kalsher, a game-high 17. He's the only player on both teams in double figures right now.
Every basket is like a hand-to-hand combat tonight.
Alex Lomax triggers the inbounds for the Tigers. Here's Quinones.
See how many bodies are on that baseline? We call that fill and sink.
Bates, offensive foul. Good positioning on defense by Gabe Kalsher.
It's a clinic. Dick Bennett, Bob Knight, you name them, they would love this. Now, Memphis gets in its own way, but the technique defense, look at this. Watch this now. That is legal. See, once you have 2 feet on the ground, facing the man with the ball, you are allowed to slide sideways or backwards. That is perfect technique by Kalsher.
They swing the ball to Kalsher.
He's fielded.
He's fielded at a 4-point play from number 22 in Cardinal Red. That's Gabe Kalsher.
Wednesday night, Isaiah Brockington took the game over. Tonight it's been Gabe Kalsher. I mentioned earlier, 15% coming into Booker. Rich, as a freshman at Minnesota, he shot 41 from 3. As a sophomore, 34. Last year, 25. How cool would it be if he gets his confidence back?
He completes that three-point play, has a season-high 21 points. And he's extended Iowa State's lead, their largest of the night, 38-27.
Again, side-to-side continuity means it's just a defensive drill right now. Memphis not looking really to score. Bates will.
No good. Brockington clears and wants to run. Here's Hunter. And that one's blocked out of bounds by Emoni Bates.
Well, you made a great point, Rich. You're probably right now. Perfect example. Score early.
Yeah.
And they got out off that rebound and got out early, and that has been a good piece of strategy tonight for TJ Otzelberger. You espoused that early, and that's exactly the way some of this game has played out tonight.
There's just no airspace available on either side of the floor.
Oh, boy.
Kalscher's feeling it. Heat check goes out of bounds. It'll stay Iowa State basketball.
How about this guy in town tonight? Georges Niang, who's having an outstanding year for the Philadelphia 76ers. Rich, you and I have been in Ames. There aren't 5 more popular players who have ever played at that school than Georges Niang.
2016 All-America, scored 2,000 points, over 700 rebounds and 400 assists in his illustrious career as a Cyclone. And now, to your point, he's averaging close to 12 a game.
Doing great.
For the Sixers.
Yeah, great free agent pickup from Methuen, Mass. Some people think the greatest player ever to come out of the Merrimack Valley. Some Matt Bonner fans would disagree. I'm going to go with Georges Niang on that one. But seriously, great career. Part of that renaissance under Fred Hoiberg, Monte Morris in the NBA. Matt Thomas, Naz Long playing well overseas. Great move.
Lomax challenged. It rolls off the rim. Duren gets another chance. And Jalen Duren is in the scoring column for the first time tonight.
Nicely done. Good poise that time by Duren. Gathered himself.
Now full court pressure after the make. Handled by Hunter. Bounce pass. Jones. And Robert Jones will go to the line and shoot a pair.
And Jones has got to go up and dunk that. Can't miss that shot. Great pass out of the double team. When Iowa State has handled the pressure in the backcourt and midcourt, they've gotten the ball in advantage situation at the rim. This young man from Minneapolis started his career at Denver. Excellent student.
And as much as we talk about the defense on both ends being so superior tonight, Iowa State struggled out of the gates, 3 for 18. But they're 10 for their last 15 from the field. What's impressed you the most about their offense?
Poise. Well, first of all, they've got a guy who's red hot. That always helps. Kalscher's been on fire, but the poise as well. 2 not good-looking free throws right there. An invisible turnover.
Here's Nolley for 3.
Better than a turnover. Last year, Landers Nolley was All-American Conference.
Just 3 three-pointers tonight so far for Memphis, and Landers Nolley has 2 of them. And Aruna lost the handle.
Good challenge there. Good job of not fouling by both freshmen. They walled off Aruna, and he had nowhere to go.
Now Jazz Kuntz checks in for TJ Otzelberger.
Yeah, watch this job inside. Aruna loses it. Now watch them. Just put your hands up. That's all you got to do. They're not going to score over you. You don't want to foul them.
Now the best player on the floor tonight, Gabe Kalscher.
That's 2 tough shots in a row. He's been feeling it. He doesn't need to jack them.
But he comes up with his 4th steal of the night there. Here's a lob. Look out!
Turnover to an easy bucket. Iowa State's got some athletes too. Isaiah Brockington, who started his career at St. Bonaventure, I think for Jim Satterlin.
Here's another steal by Kalscher. Goes right at Bates with the left hand. He's unconscious, Fran.
This is unbelievable. This team won 2 games a year ago. 2 and 22. Only 3 players returned.
And now they're on the brink of winning 2 games in a row against top 25 foes. And one opportunity coming up for Earl Timberlake.
Take a look, Iowa State on a roll, opening up this lead. The lob to Brockington. Don't hang on that rim, big guy. I like this. Strong finish. Kalsher, the man of the hour.
ESPN's exclusive presentation of college basketball is brought to you by Lowe's and by Toyota. Let's go places. Thanksgiving in Brooklyn for 4 teams, all part of the UPSI NIT season tip-off. There will be 1 team who will claim a championship, and right now Iowa State is 15-52 away from doing that. They lead number 9 Memphis by 8, and they are being led by Gabe Kalsher.
Outstanding confidence coming back. Senior year after 3 years at Minnesota, and he's really feeling it, Rich, to the point where there's no hesitation. He's gotten out of the offense a little bit, but you don't mind that. For Memphis now, keep this in mind, 11 players tonight have played 6 minutes or more. So the cumulative effect of the pressure, Penny Hardaway hopes kicks in here in the last 15 or so minutes.
Timberlake out of the timeout completes the 3-point play.
Because they're pressing every dead ball possession. Here it comes.
DeAndre Williams at the head of the press for the Tigers.
Pretty good job of handling that first trap, but watch those white jerseys. They come up from behind, try to tip it.
Brockington hangs, can't hit, out of bounds, Memphis basketball.
You don't see that often, an air ball on a drive.
You've been saying all game long, you advocate for Iowa State going right at the teeth of the Memphis defense. That's what they were doing.
Well, you got to get it on the rim, though.
Yeah. Timberlake, no. Tipped, here comes Hunter.
Good execution. Look how hard they cut.
Brockington steps back and knocks it down.
Good D, better shot.
He heated up in the second half of the semifinal game, too.
23 points. This is going to be fun at Hilton Coliseum this year. We're going back soon.
That's right.
Keep that a secret, Rich.
The Cy-Hawk series coming up.
I said keep it a secret. I haven't let my people know. That's a foul. That is a
whistle
foul.
And a 3 by Landers Nolley.
Now, let me just say this. It's possible that the official felt the offensive player made the contact. Something they're trying to get away from this year is calling that foul when the offensive player initiates.
Landers Nolley had 4 3-pointers coming into this game. He's got 3 tonight.
Let's go watch that last play. I think it was Jayden Hardaway? Yeah, I would have called that a foul, honestly, on the defense. Yep, see, the key is it's not a big play, but Kalsher's got to stay vertical. I think he went forward.
Now Malcolm Dandridge checks in, number 23 in white for Penny Hardaway, and Jalen Duren, the superstar freshman, takes a seat on the bench.
I thought Malcolm Dandridge played one of the best games I've seen him play on Wednesday night. I've seen Memphis 5 or 6 times, Rich, in the last 3 years. Of course, former Memphis East star who helped Penny Hardaway win some titles.
Bounce pass, Hunter again goes right at the defense.
That's what you do, Rich. I keep telling you, young guys at home, he'll block your shot, but take it up through his face. He'll respect you. Hunter's got no fear.
Nolley, not that time. Offensive rebound, Williams.
Love his effort. This came up empty. He wanted a foul, not tonight.
Now Kalsher.
Key for Iowa State. Look at this cutting.
Yeah, they look crisp on offense in the second half, but a block by Dandridge.
Didn't even have to jump. Nice play by Malcolm Dandridge. Nice. Oh, Not nice.
Williams can't handle it. Here's Tyrese Hunter, the star freshman for Iowa State.
And this is toughness right here. This is toughness. Watch this. I'm going right through you, big fella. I don't care if you're there. You jump, I'll hang, I'll finish. Watch this. Great job by the freshman from Racine, Wisconsin, a place that state's put a number of quality players into that Cyclone program. Scott Christopherson, Deontay Garrett. This kid named Halliburton was pretty good.
TJ Otzelberger calls Tyrese Hunter low ego, high producing. Young man who lost both of his parents as a youngster, lived for a good part of his formative years with his older brother.
Good trap. We're gonna have a tee. Somebody's getting teed here unless they let that go. A little frustration by Dandridge.
Isaiah Brockington,
and they're going to have to look at this.
By Ali Kuntz.
Now the default here is the double T, okay? Again, the trap. Larry Brown is saying keep your cool. Good trap right here. Let's see if they reach in. Hard to tell from that angle.
Well, Malcolm Dandridge got the push. And normally what happens in a situation like this, Fran, the guy second to offend gets called.
It was a slight nudge by Brockington who kind of initiated this. Watch this. Right there.
Yep.
A little bit, and then Dandridge takes offense. And my guess is double T right here. And both players will be assessed a personal foul, and then there'll be point of interruption. Iowa State will have the ball.
So essentially 3 timeouts for both clubs.
Yeah, there's more. Dandridge took it to another level, but watch Brockington. He's going to kind of lean in right here. Watch this right here. Just a little, not much, and then a little more from Dandridge.
Yeah. So the question is, did the officials see Isaiah Brockington do that?
Well, that's why they got a replay.
Right.
That's why we go to the monitor. The obligatory officials conference. By the way, our team to referee, both teams, they play so hard. Pretty good tonight.
And a good job by Ali Kuntz to wrap up Isaiah Brockington and make sure it wasn't any worse than it could have been.
Get him out of there. What an effort by Iowa State.
Courtney Green, the lead official, coming over. He'll tell Fran exactly how everything's going to shake out. 13:33 to go, and Iowa State has led since it was 2-1 with 17:51 to go in the first half. It's a 46-38 lead.
You got it. Double check. That's actually dead ball technical fouls by definition, and all that means is each player will be assessed a personal, each team will be assessed a team. Iowa State will keep the ball.
No free throws.
No free throws. Nope.
Well, coming up after us in Brooklyn, we'll go out to the West Coast at 11:30 Eastern on ESPN2. The finals of the Paycon Wooden Legacy from Anaheim, featuring number 24 USC and San Diego State. Andy Enfield has his team in the top 25 again. San Diego State, Brian Dutcher, again doing an outstanding job. San Diego State got past Georgetown in that semifinal.
Here comes more pressure, and this time it's Jackson.
Kuntz.
Ooh, there it is.
Threw it away, loose ball, bodies all over the place.
And I'm telling you, Isaiah Brockington, when they watch that film, TJ Otzelberger will say, if you dive on the floor, we get that possession. He tried to reach over and pick it up. He could have saved Cyclones' possession. Watch this right here. Unprepared. Jones, now watch Brockington. Dive on the floor, pick it up, man. I'm a stickler for that.
Well, these are the 50-50 balls that could ultimately decide a ball game.
First to the floor, we always say. First to the floor. You know, a lot of coaches espouse that.
7 on the shot clock for the Cyclones.
Yeah, Jackson is not a one-on-one player.
Short on the jumper. And Kuntz and Timberlake collide. And a foul's going to be called on Earl Timberlake.
Jazz Kuntz played 3 years at Washington State. They've got a deep team. Didn't feel he was going to get a lot of time this year, but he played a lot of minutes for Kyle Smith, and he's done a lot of dirty work. Had a big game early in the year, shooting a 3-ball, but he's doing a good job of being a junkyard dog. And anybody who's from Slovenia should make his free throws.
Well, he's 2 for 2 tonight.
And just like I said. Memphis not going away. Funny I say it that way, right? Should be the other way, but Memphis defense going to be relentless. Can they get some good looks?
Here's Tyler Harris, the former Cyclone.
Yeah, great switch. Former teammate Jackson.
Grill. And Kuntz,
Great
aggressive with the rebound.
Tremendous block out. Lots of crimson on the glass there. Here's the trap. Spread it out, move the ball. Nice.
Jump stop, bounce pass, buckets.
Great job. That's how you do it. Once you beat that first line, do not give the defense a chance to rediscover its defense. Just attack them.
12:20 to go. The Cardinal and Gold sniffing an upset. Here's Nolley, too strong.
Now they gotta watch Kuntz. This is textbook. We've been talking fundamentals all night. Watch, jump stop, fake, go the other way. Oh, they're loving this at Wallabies right now. They're going crazy. The sound is up. Been to Wallabies with me?
Of course.
Okay. Might get a free meal next time.
Yeah. If you're watching at home, you may not know that Fran Fraschilla is the de facto mayor of Ames.
We've done so many great games in that building.
That place will be rocking if this team's playing like this.
If this team plays this hard, they're going to be proud of this team. I don't know how many games they'll win, but they're going to be proud of. Look at that swarm. Look at the defense. Great close
on the shot clock. Quinones.
That's a good call.
Yeah.
Didn't get the rotation quick enough, but that was good ball movement that time. I think it was Duren that recognized the double, kicked it out.
11:56 to go, immediate timeout. Iowa State up 10 on number 9 Memphis. East Week continues from Orlando. Sunday afternoon, it's the championship of the ESPN Events Invitational, and a bit of a surprise as Dayton will take on Belmont. Alabama in that tournament, they got upset. Obviously, number 4 Kansas got beaten on a buzzer beater by the Flyers earlier today. So Dayton and Belmont, and what can you say about Anthony Grant and Casey Alexander, the job they're doing?
Belmont's got everybody back, so they should be really a solid team this year. By the way, that third place game's going to be pretty good. Iona and Rick Pitino, a Hall of Famer against another Hall of Famer, Bill Self, who obviously has to be disappointed with their loss to Dayton today. But I said earlier, Rich, I saw them and I thought it's not going to happen overnight for them. I know they beat Michigan State, champions, but I expect that Kansas team to be very good by about January 15th or so. You know those Kansas teams, you and I know them so well, they get really a lot better during that Christmas break, remember?
Yep.
They got all that time to practice and a little bit of boot camp. Won't be all bad. Good pressure again.
And Aruna, aggressive.
Nice.
Left hand over the outstretched paws of Jalen Duren.
Good D by Duren, but Aruna right at him again. That's how you attack the shot blocker. You cannot baby that ball up there.
Bates just tossed it up at the rim and came up empty. Out of bounds, it'll be Iowa State basketball.
Emoni Bates wants a foul right here, but this is not Peach Jam, bro. He wanted a foul, but he just threw up a tough shot.
And you look for keys as to why these Iowa State Cyclones are up 12 right now, Fran, their largest lead of the game. Look at the points in the paint, 22-10 over Memphis.
Yeah, well, and that's what you have to have, an aggressive mindset. You know, you do. I'd love to see Emoni go to the basket and get fouled. But you said it, that ball was up there, had helium in it, and growing pains.
Hunter threaded the needle to his big man, George Condit, and Condit gets fouled. Well, it has been an instantaneous turnaround since TJ Otzelberger has taken the reins at Iowa State. Last year, winless in the Big 12, only 2 wins in the non-conference all season. It was their fewest wins in almost 100 years. And yet, with a virtually totally different roster, TJ Otzelberger has assembled a bunch of guys who he knows will play hard. This team already has his fingerprints all over it.
You know, they play Arkansas Pine Bluff in their next home game. I don't know if they're going to have a sellout, but this group will get a rousing ovation just on the effort alone, regardless of what happens tonight. I got Iowa State fans texting me saying, I can't believe I'm watching this team play this hard. And what they want in Ames, as you know, we've been there through the years, is just effort, you know, effort. And let's get real about this. They dealt with COVID last year. They had injuries. Steve Prohm unexpectedly lost guys to the NBA. Nobody thought that Taylor Horton-Tucker and Tyrese Halliburton, you know, would be gone even by now. But the reality is that's how it rolls. And Jamie Pollard, the athletic director, hired Matt Campbell as his football coach, and I think he's made a pretty good hire in this guy.
TJ Otzelberger has Cardinal red blood, that is for sure. He married a Cyclone, Allison Lacey, 3-time All Big 12 player on her own right, a WNBA champion with the Seattle Storm. She would have been here, except they have 3 young kids, so she's a mom first. I'm sure watching at home, cheering on her Cyclones.
All right, let's see what Memphis has got now. Sense of urgency with 10 minutes to go. It's like they're in a little matchup zone right now.
Hunter hangs, can't hit.
Numbers, finally.
They give it back. Williams thought about the 3, takes the 3 wide open and hits it.
There you go. That's number 2 on the season, right?
That is correct.
But I love the ball movement. I love them kicking it up the floor. Nicely done. A lot of time left for this Memphis defense.
An 8-point game coming up on 10 minutes to go.
Remember, they've played 11 tonight, so they shouldn't be tired.
There's Kalsher in the corner. Bingo!
Boy, Brockington on Wednesday, Kalsher tonight. 2 former Big Ten guys. They played a lot of minutes in that league. Both were starters.
Gabe Kalsher, 5 for 7 from the free throw line, 3 for 4 from 3, and 10 for 16 overall. This is a young man who, in his days at Minnesota, showed the propensity for being able to fill it up.
But it went progressively downhill each year. You know, his first year he shot 40%. He had a game winner at a tournament they were in out on the West Coast, I remember. And, you know, brighter days were ahead. He comes from a great program. De La Salle produced the Travis brothers. Noah played at Harvard. Reed played at Stanford and then Kentucky. One of the powerhouses in Minnesota basketball. He's gotten as many threes tonight as he has all season.
Lomax can't hit the front end of the 1-on-1.
But how about Hunter? How good has Hunter been?
Preternaturally mature for just a true freshman.
Nice kick out.
Loose ball, grabbed by Kalsher, 10 on the clock.
He's feeling it. No way. Not that one.
Offensive rebound, loose ball. Condit grabs it.
That's that 50-50 ball you talked about, Rich. Let's see what they, watch the cuts.
Here's Enaruna. Got it! First 3 of the year for Tristan Enaruna.
Watch the trap. There it
Duren
is.
threw it
Yeah.
right to Hunter. And Hunter gets the foul and will go to the line. Let's take a look at tonight's game track, brought to you by visitorlando.com. What do you see, friend?
Relentless defense and relentless execution by Iowa State. I'm stunned, Rich. Watched practice in October. I knew they were building a culture, a work ethic, the defense, but I did not see this coming either on Wednesday or tonight. I'm stunned. I'm impressed. And this young man at the line has impressed me as well. Tyrese Hunter out of St. Catherine's. It's a school that has had great Milwaukee basketball traditions. Racine, just south of Milwaukee. Remember Jimmy McIlvain? A guy named Jim Chones, who was a great player for Coach Al at Marquette. Coached by Nick Bennett. We mentioned the Bennett family, so big in Wisconsin.
And this guy's from Wisconsin also.
Yep.
So they are kindred spirits.
Well, he recruited a lot of those kids that went to Iowa State. Matt Thomas from lacrosse, actually on Alaska to be exact.
TJ Otzelberger called this job a dream scenario for him. And he's living a dream right now on the verge of back-to-back top 25 upset wins.
The crazy thing is, I'm not sure if Memphis can score 15 points in 8 minutes.
Nolley got it.
It's a good start. Landers Nolley can put the ball in the basket. He was only averaging 6 shots a game coming into New York. That would probably have to change based on what we've seen tonight. Look at that movement. Good cutting, killing some time. Oh! Nice
What
cut.
a cut and a finish by Caleb Grill.
That is the perfect execution of what we call a 45-degree cut. You could not run an offense any better than that just there. Grill cut from the backside behind the defense who was not paying attention.
Nolley again, off to the right, Grill the rebound.
And once again, what I would do if I were TJ Otzelberger with a timeout coming is once they get over midcourt, see if you can run that side-to-side action again. And here they go. Kill some time. Keep cutting. Keep it reversed. Now start to look to shoot it.
8 on the shot clock. Here's Kelscher.
He'll shoot it.
He's got a game-high 28 tonight. Spins, fakes, up, and doesn't get it to go.
You know what? They killed about 30-plus seconds on that possession, and they didn't turn it over.
Here's Bates working on Enaruna. Well, tough, too.
It's tough to watch. It really is. He's going to be a good player when he's like 22, 23. He's 17 years old.
Coots.
No way.
Like a wild stallion through the Memphis defense.
Wow. Stunning. Honestly, I am stunned.
They led by 5 at the break. They're up 17 in the second half. 6:20 away from an NIT title.
Watch Grill over here on the weak side. They're going to swing the ball side to side, and you're going to see Kelscher drive. And as he drives, this is going to be what we call a 45-degree cut. Watch Grill just cut right to the basket behind the defense. You can't run the offense any better than that. Baseline drive draws bodies. Grill cuts behind the vision of the defense. And that's clinic stuff right there.
And that's the offense that we're used to seeing from Iowa State during the Fred Hoiberg days and the Steve Prohm days. You always knew that Iowa State would score because they were very fluid offensively. They've never had a defense quite like this.
The joke when Fred was winning all those Big 12 tournament titles was they spent 10 minutes a day on defense. And it's almost true. Not the case with this team. But this team doesn't have offensive firepower either. They have to win this way right now. Good cut.
Lomax.
Very nice.
Got it to go.
Same similar situation. Lomax cut behind the defense that time. Nice execution by Quinones, who jump-stopped in the lane. Good fundamental basketball.
Full court pressure after the make. Tyler Harris harassing Gabe Kalsher. And Aruna gets tripped from behind. That's going to be a foul on Harris. We'll step aside, 5:43 to go. Iowa State up 15 on number 9 Memphis. Tons of rivalry games this week in college football tomorrow night. Saturday night football will be in Stillwater for the Bedlam rivalry between number 10 Oklahoma and number 7 Oklahoma State. That kicks off at 7:30 Eastern on ABC.
And Cowboys quarterback Spencer Sanders trying to stick the dagger in the Sooners, because if Oklahoma State wins at home, they knock Oklahoma out of a chance at a Big 12 title. That would go to Baylor. And then if Lincoln Riley and the boys can win in Stillwater, there will be a rematch in Dallas next week. That's going to be a great in-state rivalry game. And that rivalry, sadly, is going away because Texas, that football juggernaut, and Oklahoma are heading to the SEC.
You don't think they'll still play?
No, I don't know. I don't know. I really don't. Another turnover. Oh, looks like they're going to keep it here. Well, no, but it is a turnover. Honestly, Rich, I just don't think Memphis has any way to score 17 points.
Their fewest points this year was 69 against Virginia Tech. That came 2 nights ago.
Way up. They're carving this defense up like we did yesterday at the Smith when we had that turkey. Whew. Oh my goodness. Oh boy, they're going to check this.
Jazz Kuntz took an elbow to the face.
Now, I hope this is not on purpose, because I'm hoping it's an accident. DeAndre Williams has gotten a little frustrated. This is going to be, if it's on purpose, it's a flagrant 2. You'll say bye-bye to DeAndre Williams. Let's watch now. Hope it's not on purpose. Oh boy, he's gone. That should be a flagrant 2. There shouldn't even be a discussion of this. Take a look. Watch the right hand. And I think you got to call that a flagrant 2. You can make it a judgment call and keep him in the game with a flagrant 1. But no need for this right here.
Well, DeAndre Williams held to 6 points and 6 rebounds tonight.
I don't think Memphis expected Iowa State to do to them what Iowa State did to Xavier, which is figuratively now punch him in the face. We're not talking about what just happened, but Iowa State from the start of this game to the end has been clearly the better team than the number 9 team in the country.
And if you spend any amount of time with TJ Otzelberger, that is his DNA as a basketball coach. Might not always be pretty, but it's going to be tough. No one is going to outwork or out-tough this Iowa State program.
That's what they want to try to build, you know, and it's only been a few short months. We'll see. I still haven't seen whether it's a 1 or a 2.
So it's a flagrant 1 foul on DeAndre Williams.
Okay, so it's a 1.
Excessive contact.
Yeah, excessive, you know, severe and extreme. Let's just explain to people at home. Excessive is what they just ruled on. Severe and extreme would be a flagrant 2.
Right.
And in the eyes of the officials, and I could have seen that go either way, and I have no problem with the 1. Severe and extreme would have been with a fist. And looking at the guy dead on in the eye.
And now Aliaj Kuntz, young man they call Jazz.
DeAndre Williams has been a team leader for this Memphis club going back to last year. And right now he's got his guys huddled up at the other foul line. And right now, TJ Otzelberger, Rich, I've had this experience a few times as a head coach. He's having an out-of-body experience right now. I mean that. He is saying to him, I mean this sincerely now, he is saying to himself, I cannot believe that all of the hard work that we have put in since April actually is manifesting itself on the court right now. Like, he doesn't want this dream to end for another 5 minutes. And then he's going to be the happiest man in Iowa. Not over yet. But this has been a basketball clinic tonight.
Could be a fun ride home to Ames. There's Kuntz for 3. And maybe that's the icing on the cake.
I'm telling you, he's got goosebumps inside. It's an amazing feeling when you put the work in time after time, the 7 a.m. practices, the weights, the conditioning, and see your team do this. Because this doesn't happen often during the season.
And Kuntz is everywhere. Hit the free throws, got the three-pointer, and that rebound as well.
Has a careless mistake. That's a block.
And a ticky-tack foul by Tyrese Hunter will send Alex Lomax to the line to try to complete a three-point play.
Yeah, the Hunter's not been perfect tonight. We didn't expect him to be, but that time you throw it away, you're up 24, let him score, take it out of bounds, and don't give them a chance now to set up their press and have fresh bodies come into the game.
Yeah, fresh bodies, fresh men.
Yes.
Literally.
Yeah.
Jalen Duren, Josh Minott, and Emoni Bates all checking in for Penny Hardaway.
By the way, all 3 of those guys will be NBA players.
Absolutely. They'll be playing here in a couple of years in NBA uniforms.
They will. It's just, it's a fait accompli. Not only that, it's going to happen.
Duren held to 2 points and 5 rebounds tonight. Bates just 5 points, 1 rebound, no assists.
This is the hard part of mock drafts, is because they rate these kids before they play a college game, and then they say that they're overrated when they drop them. But that's why you have the internet.
4 minutes to go. Hunter.
You can see they're still burning clock.
Yeah, even that showed maturity.
It did.
5 to shoot.
Got to shoot it now.
Kuntz will.
He got held. Condit got held by Timberlake.
Our final media timeout is upon us. 3:46 to go. That's all that stands between Iowa State and an NIT championship.
Yeah.
Iowa State 71, Memphis 49. It was a defensive war in the first half, and then all of a sudden, Iowa State kept the clamps on Memphis's offense, but their offense, respectively, came alive in the second half.
They had a couple guys get hot, certainly Kalsher with his career night. They got baskets off the pressure, attacking it. And it's been an absolute incredible performance by a team that won 2 games last year. You know, we were counting them up, Rich, with the transfers, some of the guys that returned. 8 sophomores, nice move there by Emoni. 8 juniors and seniors on this Iowa State roster. And again, Memphis, a relatively young team. Obviously, Bates and Duren and Minott out there now are just freshmen.
Time now for our Protection Spotlight, presented by Upsy, and it features
a freshman. Speaking of freshmen, the only freshman on this roster, Tyrese Hunter. Watch him take the ball right at the big fellas, no fear. And this Iowa State team all night long played with no fear.
Tyrese Hunter not having quite the night that he had in the semifinals when he went off for 19 points and 5 steals. Still has 9 points, 5 assists, and 3 steals tonight.
Absolutely. Upsy, very proud of him. By the way, get on the Upsy website because, you know, use the code TURKEY and you get 15% off. Just wanted to let you guys at home know.
So there's 3:10 to go. It's academic at this point as Gabe Kalsher knocks down the free throw. He's just adding on to his numbers. Kalsher with 29. And make it 30. His career high is 34. So back-to-back games where TJ Otzelberger had one player in particular light it up on the offensive end. In the semifinals, it was Isaiah Brockington, who went for 30 against Xavier. And tonight, it's Gabe Kalsher's night.
And by the way, George Condit is a senior playing the best basketball of his career, the anchor inside.
Timberlake, no.
Foul.
And Brockington getting bumped. He'll go to the line.
This is like the old guys at the Y playing the newbies. And the old guys are going to hold the court for a while. Very talented group at Memphis. They play hard. We saw great defense for most of this weekend, but Rich, I just don't know how they're going to be able to survive against elite teams without the ability to take care of the basketball. I know one guy who's enjoying this. Came up from Philly to see this. That guy right there, George Niang. Having a terrific year. Free agent signee.
Iowa State's put a lot of dudes in the NBA in the last 10 years.
They have. They really have. You know, unheralded.
Yeah.
Deonte Burton was there for a while. Matt Thomas now. Monte Morris signed a great deal with the Nuggets. He's been outstanding. Naz Long playing over. They got a lot of guys playing overseas too, making good money. Going back to Will Clyburn and the Bad Boys, Chris. Nick Weiler-Babb. Great group of guys too. They've represented the university in a first-class way.
I'm not sure where he is right now, but Jeff Hornacek must be smiling somewhere.
There you go. There you go. Count the basket. He's liking it. I think he's a scorer, man. I do. I would put the point guard stuff in my back pocket and let him do this, man. He can create on his own. You know when he's 25, he's going to be killing people.
Yeah. I mean, how do you stop that shot?
That's
That's Kevin Durant.
Yeah. Yep. What do I know? I don't watch the high school guys like I used to. I'm sure he's going to be phenomenal. But I like it. You know, they say these are, talking to the coaching staff, they love these kids. They love them all. Penny's not going to suffer fools gladly. He's not going to have any clowns out there.
There's coach's son, Jayden Hardaway.
Good pass.
Hardaway for three.
Got the
no foul called, yeah.
Brockington got a piece. Smart, pull it out. This game's over. Run your clock. Celebrate.
Iowa State's going to be 6-0 for the first time since 2015, Fran. And there is only a small handful of power conference teams who are 6-0 in this young part of the season. Duke is one of them. Baylor's another one. They're 7-0 now.
Well,
Purdue.
Yep. They don't want to stub their toe on Pine Bluff, and then they go to Creighton, and then, of course, the Hawkeyes come to town.
Blocked by Brockington.
It's been a complete destruction. I'm anxious to see Memphis in February, you know, in American Conference play. And it's a great lesson. Go back and watch the tape and see the mistakes. We all do it.
Shot clock violation. Under 2 minutes to go. Memphis's only lead of the game was when they had a 2-1 lead with 17:51 to go.
Yeah, Coach Otzelberger barking at George Condit because he needed him in the press offense. But deep down, he's thrilled. And you know what? This young guy, he's got some turnovers tonight, but you know, a great compliment to him. His coach called him. I said, who does he remind you of? He said, Jarrell McNeil, who not only played at Marquette and is the all-time leading scorer at Marquette, I believe. Although my guy Howard, I think, passed him. Little Marcus Howard. So I take that back, Marcus. You had an amazing career. But Jarrell McNeil is the epitome of what toughness is. And that's a pretty good compliment. That's a foul. Don't do that. No need to do that, freshman. See, if I was Isaiah Brockington right now, I'd just tell him, hey, come on, man.
Pull him aside.
Game's over. Don't do that. And you made the point, and you know, I mean, he's glad to be home, but Tyler Harris could have been a part of this. But he jetted back to Memphis, where he started his career. But he played with Trey Jackson, who's been out there tonight.
And for those of you who tuned in, like, quite frankly, we did, to see Jalen Duren and see what he has in store for the basketball world. A combined 1 for 6 from the field and 2 points in 2 games.
I'm not smart enough to know how good an NBA player he's going to be right now, honestly. I watched him for 2 games. I have no idea. Usually, you know, when Rick Barnes told us that Kevin Durant was the best player in the country as a freshman, you'd say, yep, but I can't tell yet, you know?
Yeah.
It's so early in the development. And then Emoni Bates, he's 2 years away from the draft. He's only 17. These guys were high school sophomores just a little over a year ago. Yeah, I think for this team, DeAndre Williams, Timberlake, and Nolley and Lomax have to kind of lead the way, and then just, you know, those freshmen have just got to be role players right now. And being a role player for Emoni Bates means going to get buckets, you know. Being a role player for Jalen Duren is rebound, block shots.
Brighter days ahead for sure for this Memphis Tigers program. A lot of the pundits picking them first in the American Conference. Some picking them second behind Houston. One thing we know is they have a fierce defense, and if they could figure it out offensively, they'll be a handful for any team in the country.
I think they go to Georgia next week.
Yeah, they play 5 of their next 6 games against SEC schools. Georgia, Ole Miss, then they'll take on the Murray State Racers before facing Alabama and Tennessee. So a lot more tests still to come for this young Tigers team.
It is over, and TJ Otzelberger knows it. He's beaming inside. He's still got the intense Chris Beard look, but watch out.
Brockington looking to put an exclamation point on it.
This is like you're an artist and you know you just painted a masterpiece.
Yeah. So the teams that are now 6-0 or better, it's a very short list. Iowa State, Baylor, Duke, LSU, Iowa is 6-0. How fun is that Cy-Hawk series going to be?
Yeah, we're going to get there and have a couple good meals and watch a great in-state rivalry. Fran McCaffrey, we're going to see Keegan Murray, who's having an All-American year, and the McCaffrey boys, and Jordan Bohannon, Joe Toussaint's off to a great start at the point. Going to be fun. Imagine if Jack Nungy was on that team, who, you know, transferred home for personal reasons, but had a great tournament here in New York as well.
Well, the shot clock is off. The Cyclone fans who made their way to Brooklyn are on their feet. And you want to talk about a statement pair of games for the Iowa State Cyclones. They are putting the rest of the Big 12 and the rest of the country on notice. A dominating performance on Wednesday night and an even more dominating performance in the championship game. Back-to-back top 25 upsets by the Iowa State Cyclones, capped off with a 78-59 championship against number 9 Memphis. For Fran Fraschilla and everybody at ESPN, I'm Rich Hollenberg saying so long. Coming up next, USC and San Diego State.